Hello everyone. Let us officially start our series on knowledge. First, this series will be divided in 8 chapters. The first chapter, Metaphysics, in which we will talk about the true essence of reality. The second chapter, Physics, in which we will take a closer look on matter. The third chapter, Human Metaphysics, in which we will examine the essence of a human. The fourth chapter, Human Physics, in which we will observe how the human essence acts with matter in the body. The fifth chapter, Ethics, in which we will discuss what morality is based on. The sixth chapter, Practical Ethics, in which we will take a look at how ethics can be applied to human behavior. The seventh chapter, Politics, in which we will describe how ethics applies to the collective creating the perfect society. And finally the eighth chapter, Practical Politics, in which we will reveal how to actually reach the perfect society. Without further ado, let's get right into the first episode of Metaphysics. It is often said that there is no such thing as objective reality, which means nothing can be known for certain. This is, of course, bullshit.
But Thomas, nothing exists, because if something exists then it must be either located in itself or in something else, but it can't be in something else because it would be more than one, and if it was located in itself then it would also be more than one. So nothing can exist, logically.
Listen, gorgeous. Let's just ignore the fact that there is a very obvious fallacy in your argument. If you're denying existence, then you're also denying your denial, which would mean that you're both denying and not denying existence at the same time. This is called contradiction, and logic doesn't like them. Now, at this point we know something exists. We don't know what exists, but we know there is a substance. Whatever this substance is, in order for it to be, it must have the property of existence. In other words, in order for something to be, it must first be able to be. So, something that is thanks to a property called existence, which itself is not an entity, but a property.
But Thomas, how can something exist if it isn't a thing?
Well, it actually is a thing. It just isn't an entity. It's a verb, an attribute. In the statement A equals B, A and B are entities, but the sign equals is the verb. Likewise, the verb is means something subsists and therefore it's not an entity, but it's subsistence itself. This means existence is self-subsistent. That is, existence exists because of itself, and therefore the phrase, "Yeah, but what created that?" has no meaning here. And also solves the millennial question, why is there something rather than nothing? Because there can't be nothing, since it would imply the non-existence of existence, which is illogical. Existence is, and it can't not be. The existence of existence is so obvious that even Descartes, who was the single most skeptic philosopher of the post-Aristotelian world, had to admit the existence of existence, summing up in his famous phrase, "I think, therefore I am." Kurt Gödel also famously proved the necessity of some transcendental property in every possible world. And what do all worlds that exist have in common for certain? Exactly, the property of existence. To sum up everything, the fundamental pillar of reality is the property of existence. And the fact that something exists which is not an entity proves the existence of something beyond the physical world, which is exactly what metaphysics means. And is the reason this whole concept exists. That there is something more than matter, and that the world isn't merely an agglomeration of particles in different shapes. So, I think we've answered more than enough questions today. Next time we will discuss what is existence made of and how we can divide its purposes. See you all next time.